The one theme that I've worked with many people is procrastination. Specifically, there's one case that comes to mind. This person, he would make big, hairy, audacious goals, the BHAGs. He would envisage them. He would sometimes even calendarize, block times in his calendar to work on them. But then when the time came, he just never could get around to doing anything on them. When I discussed it with him, it would be a mixture of I didn't get time, I just didn't feel like doing it, or sometimes I just kept sitting there and did nothing the whole time and the whole day passed. Now, time for some neuroscience on this. Whenever we encounter a big, hairy, audacious task, anything which our brain thinks is insurmountable, a big change, or anything which seems threatening to the regular course of what we are used to, the brain goes in a fight or flight mode. The mode of that fight or flight could be very different. Sometimes it could just lead to complete indecision. You could sit there without deciding on a very key thing, or you could sit there without taking any step towards it. So what do you do about it? Cure it. Simple. CURE, cure it. Get clarity. Build in a sense of urgency, and then make the effort. Go ahead, do the first step already. Clarity is about breaking down whatever you're seeking as your final goal into small steps. Get more clarity around what the output should look like for each of those steps. You must already be aware of the Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill up the time. And so that's where urgency comes in. The more urgent something is, the more rapidly it's going to get done. So make sure you build in a sense of urgency around it, around finishing it. And then, take the very first step. If you don't know what needs to be done, just do what you know in the direction of the goal. It will either bring you closer to the goal or will let you know what you should not be doing, both of which is progress. Remember, small steps are still steps forward. It's often not the speed, but the consistency that matters.